This week's Torah portion, in fact, the book that we're learning now in the Torah is called the book of Exodus. Very interesting. It tells the amazing story, which requires a lot of faith and belief, that God himself, the creator of the universe, took all of the Jews from Egypt. And not only take them out of Egypt, but he took them out with amazing, very complicated miracles. 10 plagues, and he split the sea for them, and he drowned the Egyptians, and then he gave them bread from heaven, and he gave them water from a rock, and he surrounded them with clouds of glory, and he took them in the desert. Freedom. The essence of Judaism is freedom. That's a big holiday by us. The holiday of Passover is the holiday of freedom, Zman Chirutenu. But you know, there's two types of freedom. There's freedom from and there's freedom to. Sometimes people can be free from, but they're not free to. They don't know what to do. I once saw a cartoon of people standing with signs, we want freedom of speech. And their leader was speaking to them and said, I have good news and bad news. We've been granted the freedom of speech, that's the good news. And the bad news is we've got nothing to say. When the Jews were taken out from Egypt, so they went to something which was much, much more meaningful than even being Egyptians. The Egyptians were rulers. The Jewish people became something much higher than being rulers. They became servants of the creator of the universe. And that's when God gave us his Torah. The Torah is a happy book. King David said in the book of Psalms, in Psalm 119, I'm happy with your words of Torah, just like I found a huge treasure. Because what exactly is the Torah? The Torah is the will and the wisdom of the Creator who's creating us right now. And just like we are real right now, and we're alive, and we don't understand what our life is, but we know that it's very precious, so also the Torah is alive. And it also is infinitely precious, but only the inside of it. I remember I heard a story that there was once a great rabbi that came to a yeshiva, and he said he wants to find someone to marry his daughter. So he's going to ask all the boys a question in the Talmud, and whoever answers the question can have his daughter's hand in marriage. Of course, with her agreement. So he gave the question. It was very difficult. The boys sat up the whole night. In the morning, the rabbi said, is there anyone who has the answer? Nobody did. So the rabbi said, okay, I'll go to another yeshiva, I'll look further. He got in his carriage to start the room. One of the boys ran after him and said, Rabbi, stop. He said, no, do you have the answer? He said, no, I don't have the answer, but what is the answer? I want to know what the answer is. The rabbi said, you I want to marry my daughter. A person that's alive with the Torah, that really is interested in the life which is inside of the Torah, the godliness of the Torah. That's one who finds the joy of the Torah. That's what King David was talking about, that the Torah brings happiness. Happy are we that we left Egypt to become the servants of the creator of the universe by learning his Torah.
Moment of Wisdom. Sub-brief and life-changing moments. Join us. Subscribe to Moment of Wisdom channels on YouTube, Telegram, Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp.